Hello everybody, welcome back to my gaming review. Tonight I want to make a quick video on the best console in my collection. Now I own a whole bunch of different game consoles. I own every single PlayStation ever, PS1 to the PlayStation 5. I own the Xbox One, I own the Nintendo 64, Super Famicom, the NES, I have the Nintendo Game Boy. There was so much I have in my entire collection over the years, because I'm a huge fan of collecting stuff as well as playing stuff. And I've really enjoyed collecting my game consoles and being able to experience all this stuff going back to the second generation of gaming. It's been an awesome experience and it's been very, very fun. But what system in my collection is the best? What do I see as like my favorite thing in my collection, as well as the thing that I play the most in my collection? And it has to be the Atari 2600. Yes, that is right. Out of all my consoles, even my PS5, the Atari 2600 has been the console that I have enjoyed the most. I can sit here and play Missile Command or Haunted House for hours and hours and hours without getting bored, I'm somebody who has the 2600 Plus. I got the original system. I have a portable Atari. I also have a Atari 2600 Junior and the Atari 2600 Vader Edition. So I have a whole bunch of different Atari consoles in my collection, from the original system to the brand new Plus system, as well as the little portable, whatever you call it, the little portable Atari, I think it's called the Game Station Portable or something like that. But anyway, this definitely has become one of my favorite consoles, and it's definitely something that I really enjoy in my collection. And if I am going to choose a console in my collection that's like my most favorite, the one that I go to the most, the one that I hook up the most, it has to be the Atari 2600. I've had my Plus sitting here ever since I got it. And just recently, I decided to plug in my Atari 2600, the original Woody one, into my new TV, so I can have both of them hooked up and kind of like switch between them when it comes to what game I want to play. But anyway, I've enjoyed the experience with Atari 2600. Some people might think it's crazy that this is my favorite console in my collection, but it is. I can't lie about it. It's like, I have Nintendo 64, I've loved that console, Super Famicom, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I've had everything now. And of course the PS5. And honestly, my entire collection, the console I always go back to, the console I always love to just look at and just, play games on and just use most of the time, has to be the Atari 2600. Now I am getting a little sleepy, so I'm gonna cut this video right now and just probably go to bed. But I want to talk about this because my favorite console in my collection has become the Atari 2600. After years and years and years of collecting games and consoles, and after years with the Atari 2600, it definitely has become my favorite system in my collection, for a variety of reasons. Number one, the games are super fun and super addictive to me, and you have to actually use your imagination for some of the games. Number two, it's a very casual and simplistic system that doesn't really require much. You can just hook it up, you push the power button, you put the game in, and you just play. There's not really much you need to worry about. It's not going to be like a 10-hour game like we have nowadays. It's a very simple experience, and it's a fun experience. And, the next reason why I like it so much is because of the fun that you can have with it. It's just a very fun system. It also looks amazing, even to this day. I mean, these consoles look awesome, especially with the wood grain finish right here. And overall, it's just a good console. The games are fun, it's very simplistic, it's a very casual experience, and, I even like the joystick with it. The joystick with it is pretty fun to use and cool to use, and, yeah. I spend, the majority of my time in the 70s Basically, I spend most of my time in the 70s and 80s when it comes to gaming, Even though I got the PS5, when the year 2024, yeah, I am mainly just in the 70s, chilling with the Atari 2600. Maybe I'm in the video, but tell me in the comment section below, what is your favorite console ever, or what console in your collection is your favorite and the one that you go back to the most. For me, it has to be the Atari 2600. These consoles have been my favorite in my collection, and I keep on thinking about it. It's like, I literally have a PS5, and I played on my PS5 today for like 15 minutes, but I switch over to my Atari 2600, I can play Haunted House for like 30 minutes straight. I can play Missile Command for an hour, just sitting there, But anyway, I'm in the video, so peace out. I hope you all had a good day or night.